Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. We're starting a podcast. I'm Summer. Nice to meet you all. Who are you?
That was probably the worst intro anyone could ever have. But as she mentioned, we are starting a podcast just out of pure boredom. My name is Kay. This is my
Wife, Summer.
my one of four wives, three more to come. First and foremost, Ramadan Mubarak to all you guys
Ramadan Mubarak,
celebrating.
everybody. Those of you who celebrate.
Yeah, those of you who celebrate.
If not,
we can stay still, right?
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.
Why would you even mention Christmas? It's not even
Maybe
that
some
time.
some of our
Right, but the
Followers.
podcast is right now. Nobody's celebrating Christmas right now.
Happy Easter.
Anyway,
to those of you who celebrate.
Yeah, so my name is Kay, as I mentioned. This is my wife. Again, this is just a podcast. We thought it'd be something fun to do. With COVID and everything happening these past couple years, some people have picked up, teaching, golf, different sports, and
People picked up teaching during COVID.
like tutors and stuff. Yeah, remember the guy we met on the cruise?
Yeah, he was in the Navy and decided that he loved kids and is going to.
Right, so we just came back from a 7-day cruise.
Yeah, we could
for
talk about that.
Mexico. That's true, but we met a guy who was, did his time, served in the Navy.
And now he wants to become a fourth grade teacher.
Right, he's an older gentleman, probably late 40s,
Oh, yeah.
early
50s.
50s, and he decided to switch. So, point proven, people can pick.
Teaching is the best job there is. I'm a first grade teacher, and it's the greatest thing ever. The kids are the best. You have so much power. They pay really well.
Hey, we're fools. Yeah, so no, teaching is a great profession. That's not what
Is
I'm
it?
in. I'm in finance.
Teaching's a great profession.
Yeah, teaching is a very good profession.
Yeah, he has a lot of great things to say
You
about
babysit kids for a couple hours a day. You get the whole summer off. You get winter break off. You get Thanksgiving off. So
That's so disrespectful.
it's a great profession.
That's
but
how he supports his wife. If you guys have any tips for him, drop it down in the comments below.
drop it down in the comments. Are they twerking in the comments?
No,
Yo, drop it down in the comments.
okay.
No, but again, we're just doing this out of boredom. We don't have a script for this podcast. Every episode.
So drop it down in the comments if you have any suggestions for us.
And this is not going to be, this is not going to be a long podcast. It's not going to be something that's like a 2 hours, 3 hours long, like the Joe Rogan podcast or the Trisha
Paytas. We
Frenemies one.
are half stands for her. What was that podcast called?
Frenemies. I think, right?
Frenemies. Yes.
So yeah, I'm using my regular Canon camera. It's an older one, so I think the recording
We
limit is
got
like
some mics.
30
We
minutes on the recording limit. So
got some lights. If you have any preferences on what color each of us are, drop it down in the comments below if you'd like to.
preferences of what each of us are. What?
Yeah, I'm blue because I'm like the sky and I have a lot of depth. Where are you?
I'm red because I'm evil, and I'm summoned from. I'm just kidding.
We have cats.
We have cats.
Two
so
cats.
If you hear them running around or a noise in the background, or if you see our backdrop move,
We have two cats. Their names are Ozzy and Bean. Bean has issues. Ozzy's our
why
angel.
would you even? No, she doesn't have issues. She's a great cat.
But
All right, so let's reel it back in.
Yeah.
Even though we're not scripted, and there is no topic, we want to try to maintain a
curvy line.
curvy line, right? So again, this is the podcast just for fun. They won't be long, 20 minutes, 30 minutes here and there. You never know. If people want to see longer podcasts, if people have topics they want us to talk about, we can do that. But for now, right now, we'll just keep it, we're starting off basic setup here in our upstairs bedroom converted into a podcast studio.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. So I mean, some of you guys might already know us from different social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah, we're super famous.
TikTok. No, we're not. But I know a lot of the, something we can start off by just talking about is, how we met. Because a lot of people ask, about it via, direct messages, things like that, sometimes in person. But we never really talk about it because it's just, I know for both of us, it's just weird. It's like our story's different. Every couple, every marriage has their own story, whether it's good, bad, in the middle, everything's different. So, I don't really talk about our, story. Not that it's a bad thing to talk about, but it's just like, I don't know. For us, it's normal. So it's like, hey, I have a car, I have a house. We don't talk about that. So
And it's been a while since we've been through it too. I mean, we've been married for 4 years now.
Alhamdulillah, 4 years.
So it's been a minute since we've even talked about kind of those times back in the day.
So
when we were madly in love.
So how we met, real brief. We met at school, Northern Illinois University.
He basically worked at the student center. The student center was more of like
as a student, because I don't want you guys to think, oh, he was some bum. Not that, just working,
yeah,
not
he's been
getting
at
a degree.
NIU for like 35 years and was working at the hotel.
I was born in Nigeria, moved to Oklahoma, then moved to Illinois, and then I went to two different high schools.
Yes.
3 different universities. High school just because we moved. Universities because I started off trying to get as far away as possible from home, but stay in state to save money. But I realized I wasn't getting anything done down there, so transferred to another school. Realized how expensive it was. Then I landed at Northern Illinois University, where I met this ball and chain right here.
A blessing. Look at those wires are moving because of our cats. Great.
That's all right.
So I came to NIU right away. My freshman.
They can't even see the wires though.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're blind, so you can't see.
Yeah, yeah. If you guys see my eyebrows like that, comment down below because my eyebrows go down a lot because I'm blind.
Yeah, this is how she looks at her phone. This is how she watches TV. She's like this.
Yeah, my eyebrows are just constantly down like that, and I'm gonna get wrinkles. So I came to NIU my freshman year.
I'm not gonna get wrinkles because black don't crack. Except for this fat pimple I have right here. But
anywho, so I came to NIU my freshman year. He is 3 years older than I am. And so
2.5.
2.5, about 2.5, 3 years older than me. He worked at the student center. There's a hotel above the student center. He was like the receptionist there.
I was more than a receptionist. I was a student lead. Meaning we had the managers, and after the manager,
what was your manager's name? Do you remember her name?
I don't want to put her name out there.
She probably doesn't even work there.
Yeah, but that'd be weird to put her name out there.
Do you think she's gonna watch this?
Who knows? But what if she's not comfortable putting her name out there? So I'm not gonna put her name out there. But she was a lovely lady. So I worked at the hotel.
He worked at the hotel. Long story short, look at us. We're elongating this whole thing. We met at the student center. That was basically where the hub was of where everybody would pass through. People would eat there. People would just hang out there between passing periods. And we met there at the student center. Oh my goodness, the cat is on the table. Let's see if she makes an appearance.
We don't want her at the table.
Okay, goodbye. And we met there. I had 4 roommates at the time. All of them amazing. All of them I still talk to. And I was with my roommates.
Oh my God, this is the longest.
And basically we met him and he was obsessed with us, became friends with all of my roommates. And then
That's true. That's true.
He was our best friend.
You know who you are. Shout out to you guys.
Yes, you know who you are. He was best friends with all of us, and then he got obsessed with me.
And it happened. I mean, without going into detail, it happened organically, and I think that's just the best way.
For sure.
Relationships manifest.
We started out for sure as friends, just like we all just hung out together, and then
yeah. So we started off as friends, and then we hung out together, and obviously, naturally, we're all adults here. Feelings started to develop.
He fell in love with me, and I'm like, fine.
I did not fall in love with her.
I guess I will.
I guess you'll fall in love with me back.
Yeah, I guess I'll marry you. It's fine.
And then that was like all that summed up. That was like day 1, and then we got married on like day
4,000.
Day 4,000, 4 trillion. So between that space, it was what I'm sure a lot of you guys have guessed already, just trying to get parents on board, trying to.
It was obviously very, very new to my parents. I'm Hyderabadi, and I'm from India, and so it's not something very common to marry outside of that culture. Similarly to his, we both come from very, very strong cultural backgrounds. He's Nigerian, I'm right. Indian, so it's just inevitable.
And on that, I didn't know. I just found out recently. It's to my knowledge, or it wasn't to my knowledge, but I was informed by my wife here that because of this, interracial, I never knew, brown girls, whether you be, Indian, Pakistani, whatever. I didn't know you guys were into some chocolate. if you guys were at the chocolate, you know, she might not be here. I might have been with something else or someone else. But no, I'm just kidding. But I'm not though. Yeah. So we met. We fell in love. We had a period of trying to get, you know, parents to understand where we're coming from.
I think it was really just to be able to cross that boundary and just to like go into the unknown, because both of our parents just they didn't know. So they were obviously just looking for our best interest and
Exactly.
you know, wanted to keep us from any hardships that we might face, because any marriage already faces, you know, practical hardships. So like I was saying, hardships, marriage, don't do it.
No, it was, you know, it was worth it. As I, you know, we both in the past have gotten a lot of messages on how we, you know, went about it, things like that. And it's something I was going to mention was that the fact that, you know, parents, you know, gave us a hard time, as I'm sure, you know, a lot of people who've been in similar situations give us a hard time, is one, it's coming from a place of love. It's never, where throughout this whole process, I never felt like, you know, certain people disliked me or just hated me for whatever reason. It was just, again, they were trying to, yeah, exactly. It was fear of the unknown. They were trying to protect their daughter. My parents were trying to, you know, protect their son. So if they were to say, hey, all right, go marry off this, you know, this random stranger who we've never met before, who we know nothing about, that would be scary. That kind of lets the child know, wait, do my parents care about me if they're willing to give me off to anyone? So the fact that they, you know, fought hard to, I guess, kind of push their daughter towards something else I didn't see it as a bad thing. I just saw it as, you know, coming from a place of love. Again, there are cultural biases. There are things that they were, you know, stuck on, as were my parents, that they just weren't ready to see happen yet, as I'm sure a lot of people are in similar situations. But again, I can't stress the fact that every situation, every story, every marriage, every relationship is completely different. They might have similar stories, but chapters, the page length, the page numbers, that's deep. That's deep.
God.
That's
Guys,
deep.
tell him this is our first
That's
podcast.
deep.
Bring it down a notch. Anywho, so basically, you know, he's right. I mean, we did face all those things, but it was all in our best interest for sure. We had a lot of support from our friends and our siblings. Really, it was the most important thing on my end, were my siblings, who were super supportive. And really that's what kind of got us to where we are, is just those conversations. We had to have many tough conversations, lots of patience, lots of prayer,
and lots of prayer and patience
and prayer.
All right. And then advice I really, you know, good advice I really got, because, you know, throughout this whole process, I had advice from a lot of people, a lot of practical advice, but something that really stood out to me was one of my teachers, Sheikh Ubaidullah Evans, out of the Chicagoland area. He told me, he was like, you know, it's a tough situation. It's not about, you know, you can't tell them, you have to show them. So it's just being patient, just showing them your true character, because you can tell them so much. Hey, like a rich person can say, oh, I have this amount of money, I have this amount. They can tell you all they want, but at the end of the day, they have to show that they have a lot of money. They have to show you their bank account. They have to show you the big houses, the nice cars they drive. They can't just continuously tell you. So that's something I had to learn, especially being someone from my background is, you know, openly dating, you know, having a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Well, I'm not having a boyfriend. But it's 2022, so you never know. It's 2022, so I might have dabbled in some stuff in the past. This might be news to you. Who knows? But again, someone who has been in relationships before, open relationships, not an open relationship, but like,
so basically,
like someone who's dated before,
dated a bunch of people before me. It's fine.
And then, you know, it's just different in the, you know, Desi Muslim community, where that's just not a thing. So having to, what do you call it? Kind of take a back seat, and kind of just let everything happen. And that was kind of the most difficult part for me, just kind of sit back and wait. And it was a long wait.
Yeah, it was a long time, wait. You guys. It took about 4 years. I mean, not necessarily, 4 years. 4 years from really when it got to my family and we kind of started talking more seriously, to us getting married in 2018. Yeah, it was a long process for sure, but definitely worth it. We're so blessed. Yeah. So blessed. blessed
So blessed. So it was definitely worth it.
to have we're blessed because we have our parents.
Exactly.
I mean, his parents are amazing. My parents are amazing.
And I honestly feel like at this point, because there was such a battle at the start, it's complete night and day. To this day, I feel like honestly, my parents care about Summer more than they care about me, and sometimes I feel like her parents,
my parents are obsessed with him.
Yeah, so
they love him. My grandma loves him. Nani John.
Nani John. I'm getting.
He loves Nani
my
John.
My Desi
Yeah,
vocab is improving. Look, so Nani John, that's her grandma. Kalu Sab and Kalu John.
No.
What?
He said Kalu Sab and Kalu John. It's Kalu John.
Oh, Kalu John. That's my mother-in-law's sister and her husband. And there's Pupu John and Pupa John, which is my father-in-law's sister and her husband.
Yeah, basically he knows
But
that.
that's all I know.
And then he knows like bad words. That's pretty much like.
Yeah, you guys want to hear me say it? Actually, I'm not going to say a bad word.
Yeah, so that's basically the rundown. We ended up getting married. We had a lot of fun.
What do you mean we had a lot of fun? We're still
Like,
having fun.
Still having fun. It's been a great time. We're living our best
We'll see how long
lives.
that lasts.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And been married 4 years strong.
Gonna be 4 years.
Gonna be 4
this
years
month.
in April. Yeah. Or yes.
This month.
This month.
So inshallah, it'll be 4 years, and many more to come. But enough of that sappy stuff. So
If
again,
you have any questions or want us to talk about anything specific, drop it down in the comments.
yeah. So like we said earlier, this podcast, it's going to be like an open forum, right? So we'll come on here, talk about some things. Sometimes it might be about us. Sometimes it might be, things that's going on in the public eye right now, like the gas prices, Kim and Kanye, Rock getting slapped by Will. We can talk about all the communities, the LGBTQ plus community, Black community. What other communities are there? Any community. If you guys are cat people, we can have a whole hijabi community. And I actually think, no, we'll touch on that later. But
he has a lot of opinions, you guys. So you're in for a big.
See, I have a lot of opinions, but
treat.
And I feel like opinions. This sounds corny, but opinions matter in a world right now where everything is just stepping on eggshells and eggshells. Sometimes it's good to hear the truth, right? No matter how wrong it might sound.
Your truth.
My truth, exactly.
It's not everybody's
truth. Right,
truth,
exactly.
yeah.
My truth, how I feel about things. But I think it's good that people are able to voice their opinion.
For sure.
So that could be, we can have great discussion topics with you guys, dropping, some comments, what you want us to talk about.
All of you thousands and thousands of subscribers out there.
Or ones and twos of subscribers. You never know. Everybody starts at, 0 at some point. And then.
And honestly, we're really just doing it just to have fun.
Just to kill time, to be honest.
We enjoy bantering with each other.
Bantering.
We always.
What in the Love Island?
Okay.
What in the Love Island? You got a bit of banter. I like you, but you have some chat too.
No, but I mean, we like to have these discussions a lot. We watch a lot of reality TV.
Yeah, so that's our pastime.
That's our
some
passion
couples like
and
to
pastime.
go on, dates, go out to eat,
Right.
go bowling. Some people like to go on picnics. Some people like to travel. We like to travel too, but
We love traveling.
I think our bonding, the way we bond, is we watch trash TV.
Guys,
that's
we watch
how we bond.
anything you name.
So
we've
everything.
watched.
So
don't even name. I mean, anything.
Love Island,
everything.
The Bachelorette series.
Our top ones are really Love Island is
pretty bad.
Love Island UK. Let's get specific here.
Love Island Australia is pretty good too.
Love Island Australia. I mean, America.
They're all good, but UK is it's up here.
He thinks he's from London, so
you know how sometimes you feel like you were meant to be somewhere else. That's it. Honestly, that's how it's it for me, right?
Wow.
I feel like I live in the US. I was born in Nigeria, but my life, my soul is meant to be in the UK, right? And you guys can let me know if my accent's good or not. But going back, so Love Island.
The transition.
Temptation Island.
Yeah, that
Love
was
is Blind. We watched that.
Yes,
That's not
okay.
as trashy, but it's and this season was shout out. Oh yeah,
the Chicagoans.
I was at a
Yes,
soccer game. And I ran
guys.
into all of them.
He met all of them.
What's
oh
the-
no, you didn't meet Shake and you didn't meet Shane.
Shane and Shake.
Shane
Who
and
was the
Shake.
Asian chick's name? Natalie.
Natalie.
Natalie hit me up. But
We stan Natalie. We love Natalie. I actually prefer, unpopular opinion, I prefer Natalie over Deepthi.
well, yeah. Who
No,
likes? I don't like-
people love
Nah.
Deepthi. I like her too, and I think she
People
did
like her
get
because they
bogus.
feel sorry
That was
for her.
another whole big thing that me and him got into because the Shake.
See
thing.
again.
we
This
could
is
do
my
a
opinion.
whole episode
This
on
is my
Shake,
opinion.
you guys.
I. It seems like I go
And
against the grain a lot.
I agree
but
with you though on some things. I
Right.
did agree with you on some things, but he goes a little bit like on the
Right,
extreme.
so-
I'm a happy medium.
Right. So my opinion is, Shake was the realest one on there. He spoke the truth, especially in reunion show. He spoke the truth, but how he said it, how he went about it was a little off. Was
And
wrong.
also,
But
do you
he was
have
real.
to speak the truth on every single thing? No,
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
There are things that you should be keeping to yourself.
Not when truth, 100%.
There were things, yes, I agree.
100%, but-
he was saying that yes, they're some of them were being really fake. They weren't like.
Right.
Saying how they really feel and just kind of going with whatever they want to say. But the things that he said about Deepthi, yeah, those are his truth.
Right.
But is that appropriate to say on national television that the whole world can see when you're on Netflix? No, that's disrespectful. So
True.
you
I
know-
agree with that, but sometimes, and again, this is just playing devil's advocate here because again,
That's his favorite thing to do.
it's true, and I love playing because that's how you learn. That's in that's how it came into Islam. But that can
Episode
be for
2, Shake.
episodes of
Guys,
this
I'm really just like the co-host here. He's really doing everything like
That's not true. But again, it cuts off that way because I'm probably a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera,
For
a little
sure
bit
he
more
is.
comfortable public speaking.
which
but
is interesting because I'm a teacher. You'd think I would be good at public speaking.
yeah,
I'm
but she teaches
definitely
little
not.
kids, so her
Exactly.
thing is, "Hey Tyler, don't do that. Go to timeout. Hey Samantha,
I had a Samantha last year.
Becky,
No.
Pranav."
Okay. We've talked about like 3,000 things in the past. How many minutes have we been going for? Maybe
Barely 20.
Yeah,
if
20.
that.
Yeah, he's gonna like blow up. So let's leave you guys on a little cliffhanger.
So long, farewell to you, my friends.
This was really fun, actually, and we look forward to doing this more in the future. Let us know, you 5 followers out there who subscribe to Biryani and Jollof.
Jollof and Biryani.
Jollof and
Jollof
Biryani.
meets Biryani.
Oh my God.
Jollof. See, she doesn't even know the title of our
Yes.
YouTube channel. How can we market ourselves if you don't? Hey, you guys, come subscribe to Rice and Water. PB&J. A steering wheel and a
meets
radio.
Biryani, everybody. That's our YouTube channel. Catch us on YouTube for now, but in the future, Apple Podcast,
Oh my God! All right, we'll talk to you guys
Podcast,
later.
Spotify.
Bye.
Bye.